I don't know, because everybody would say I'm brown skin. I don't know. I don't like to be dark. That's why when I was young, my mom used to always say, stay out the sun so you don't get dark and burnt. Because she wouldn't like me if I was burnt.
So all of my friends in elementary school were white. I felt that I acted more like the white kids than I did the black kids. So one day I came home and showed my mom a class picture. And I was pointing to all of my friends, and I guess obviously I was pointing to all the white kids. And I guess my mom asked me about it or something. I said, oh, those kids are bad, Mommy. So she said, who are those kids? And I'm pointing to the black kids in the picture, like, they're bad. And she's like, do you realize that you're one of those kids? And I lost it. She said I just started crying. Like, I was so upset because I didn't associate myself with black because black was bad to me. The way that they acted, always getting in trouble, that wasn't me. So how could I be black if I wasn't getting in trouble?
Light skinned people are close to being white for real. So you get a job. That's what I think.
Honestly don't like how us as black people compare ourselves as brown skin, light skin, dark skin, because in anyone else's eyes we're all still considered black. So I don't think it makes it any different to be light skin or dark skin. Like, I don't like the team dark skin, team light skin. I don't like that stuff on Twitter. I honestly think that makes us even more ignorant.
Um, I don't think that. I think that nowadays, I think we're starting to embrace darker skin complexions, but I think that in history it has been harder for darker people to get jobs. And dark doesn't just mean black. There are darker skins for different races. So I do think that it is more difficult depending on the company. But yeah, I think it is hard. I think it came from just racism, slavery, things that happened over history.
To be honest, I feel as though it's pathetic because on the outside races, we're all black. So just as well as race-wise, we're looked at as the bad people, just as well as in our race, the darker people are looked at as the more unattractive people, the more ignorant people, the more like nappy hair, coarse hair, and just like subsidized housing or whatever. So
I like light skin girls, like brown skin girls. Dark skin girls is alright. I've seen a couple found ones, but I really like light skin girls.
Everyone thinks that because I'm light skinned, I'm stuck up and I don't like black boys. And everyone thinks that I think that I'm better than everybody. It's kind of hard though. And it's like in between. It's like you're not light enough to be white, you're not dark enough to be black. But they think that because I'm light skinned, then I just like carry myself higher than everyone else.
I honestly don't care about skin color. It's personality what gets me. You can be any color. You can be really dark skinned. I've dated really dark skinned guys. I dated light skinned guys. I dated brown skinned guys.
A lot of girls maybe think I'm handsome, and then they always automatically assume that I have a bunch of females that I talk to, which is not necessarily true.
Well, it made me feel the way when we had the Battle of the Sexes, and they kept saying light-skinned girls, or they think they're too good for boys, and they think that, they said that we play the boys because we're light-skinned. Yeah, I was sitting there like...
I like more light skinned girls. Like, I would go after a light skinned girl, but I don't discriminate on brown skin and dark skin. If you're pretty, you're pretty.
Yes, because black is beautiful.
Well, I think the difference is because people think that light-skinned girls are more prettier than the black girls, dark girls. Their skin color are smoother and hair longer and prettier.
I think light-skinned girls is cool. I don't got no problem with, light-skinned girls. Some light-skinned girls think they are the SHIT, They think they're the stuff. But, it's all about how you carry yourself, Like, you can be the shit, or the stuff.
That's cool.
The shit. And, like, but if you cool with it, Like, ain't no problem. Like, you just confident in yourself, Dark-skinned girls can be the same way. Like, if you a dark-skinned, sexy girl, handle your business, carry yourself appropriately, like, don't let nobody, talk down on you or, just do what you do.
I think that all of the stereotypes are stupid because it doesn't matter about the color you are. I know everybody wants to say light-skinned guys, since they're light-skinned, they're pretty, they have more women, but I know a dark-skinned man who has probably just as many as this light-skinned one does, so I do think that it's really sad that we do that, and I hate hearing brown skin or darker skin women who feel as though they can't be as proud or they're not as pretty or anything like that. It's actually, I take offense to that. I take offense to the fact that they think that I think that I'm better than them, and that's not the case at all.
I think that skin color has nothing to do with half of the things that people say. Just because you're light doesn't mean you're bougie. Just because you're dark doesn't mean that you have an attitude.
So we need to stop attacking one another within a race before we can branch off and bond and unite as one.
We conform to the stereotype. So because I'm light skinned, I may not purposely come off as bougie, but I do know light-skinned bougie girls, and it's just the concept behind, I think they just try to fit that mold, you know, and that's the same with anybody. Like black people being late, everybody conforms to it. It's almost like, since that's a stereotype, well, we might as well live that. We might as well let them know that this is what we are. Why don't we ever try to break that mold? Why don't we ever come on time or be early for something? Instead, when we realize we're late, well, CP time. No, you know, it's those kind of things. I think with the stereotype, we conform to it instead of trying to show someone something otherwise.